Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about upcoming discounts. I really do feel like a storm is brewing across the different markets, the automotive markets, and more incentives, more financing deals could be on its way. So we're going to talk about that, plus a variety of topics, and I guess we could talk about our prediction if in case you missed what we're thinking is going to be happening for Tesla discounts. We're going to get into that, plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And on top of that, we've got a giveaway with MAGBAK where we're giving away one phone mount plus 3 iPhone 16 cases. So if you want to jump into that, here is the video where you can jump in. Free to enter, multiple entries are allowed. Go ahead and jump in if you want to win some giveaway items from MAGBAK, and thank you to MAGBAK for sponsoring that giveaway. And I think it ends in a week or two, so definitely if you're interested, drop on by. But I really feel like there's a storm brewing. We're starting to see posts like this quote from Dark Car Dealership guy. It's as if the dam has burst. Auto loan lenders have suddenly turned more aggressive. Post-election, 3 separate lenders approached a friend who is CEO of a 40-store dealer group, all 3 urging him to send more consumer applications, some even asking for applications that don't fit the traditional underwriting profile. It seems like people are chiming in saying that subprime is getting easier to be bought. And so if you don't know what subprime is, that's basically, I guess, the range of credit scores from like 500 to 600, I guess. Basically not tier 1 top tier credit. And so it seems like the banks are getting more hungry now, probably because they went through a month or two of not hitting whatever goals they needed to hit. And so they're trying to buy everything and anything to try and get auto loan approval. So this is good. If the banks are getting more hungry, then you might be able to get an actual approval on whatever Tesla or vehicle you're looking to get. And so it's a kind of a double-edged sword. But here's another one. Auto loan availability is heating up. My Wells Fargo rep told me that she wants all the applications possible this holiday season. They've started 84-month financing, 135 loan to value, and subprime down to 540 next week. They flipped 180 from last year where they capped a lot of loans at 110 front and back and wouldn't consider under 660 credit score. And this seems to be from a Southeast Toyota dealer as well. So pretty interesting to see. So I do feel like there's a storm brewing right now. Maybe we're not hitting the numbers that we need to for the year. Maybe the banks are hungry to write more loans out, or they're trying to get ahead of something. And then take a look from this post. Car sales guys. November sales are abysmal. Bitcoin is at an all-time high. Stock market is at an all-time high. Let's get this party started. I'm not sure where car sales guy works at, but I know he's like a general manager of sorts at a dealership, and so it does feel like there's like this storm brewing where the sales are not where they want it to be, and they've got to hit these bigger numbers. So when there's lack of sales, you know what happens next, which is incentives, which we can only piece together what we can from the general market, and I do feel like this is probably affecting Tesla as well, because the only Tesla model that's doing really good right now is going to be the Model 3. The pink line at the bottom, you can see people are taking advantage of Model 3, especially when you can have a Model 3 at a $4,000 to $5,000 to $6,000 discount, just like all the different deals that we found on our deal spreadsheet. Definitely check it out. Link down below in the description, and I'll paste it right here if you want to just peruse around and see what deals are actually available for you out there in the $5,000 to $6,000 range off. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description so you can get an extra $500 to $1,000 $1,000 off your Tesla vehicle. All you have to do is click it open, and you can apply it to some of these inventory discounts that are out there, and you can stack it with the Tesla referral program, the Tesla military program, to get an extra $1,000 off. And we're starting to see more incentives in other markets. Europe market, for instance, has brought back free supercharging for 1 year, and of course, big discounts in Europe. So fingers crossed, we could start to see some bigger discounts in the US. And if anything, maybe as soon as this Thursday. We know Tesla likes changing stuff up on Thursday, maybe even Wednesday. And so last Thursday, they increased Model 3 discounts up to $5,000. And look at, as you can see, inventory is starting to do very well for the Model 3, and it's not selling down to zero, but it is selling at a faster pace. Model Y is at its highest level or pretty high level, and Model X is also at a pretty high level as well. So I'm fingers crossed for like a Model S or Model X type of incentive that's coming out in the near future. And here's a post from James Cat. And so Tesla, he predicts that the current forecast for Q4 is 490,000 deliveries, and the expectation, the goals from the analyst Wall Street is 515,000. And so if they're off by that much, I mean, Tesla always wants to be at least meeting the expectations. And now that there's certain, things that are happening in the market, and maybe there's more incentives that could be coming out, certainly they should be pulling out all the different stops to get into that type of range. And so here's an interesting one. What's your basic forecast? Slight decline in Europe in Q3, flat as China, and big bump in the US for 0% financing, cheaper Cybertruck. Exactly, from Ed and James. And then Paul comes in. Shout out to Paul for being a Patreon member. You're forgetting the December surprise. What is a surprise? It could be a surprise if it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you. Ed jumps in. Is it price cuts? Because I'm not sure what surprise is possible for boosting Q4 sales, other than surprise, demand turned out to be stronger than expected. And this was an interesting post from Paul, and so I want to read it to you all. I don't don't actually know, but Elon wouldn't have had so much confidence on the Q3 call without it in his pocket. It could be leases that offer buyouts, free full self-driving for 3 years after it's unsupervised, like a 3-year trial. That could be an interesting one. Model Y with cloth seats, like a lower, cheaper build, or even a lower Model 3 build that could save you like an extra $5,000. 16-inch wheels, metal roof, 250-mile range, and a 10-year battery warranty for $35,000. $27,500 for a Model Y. That would be interesting. I think a lot of people will be down for that, or even a $199 month lease. But this could be another interesting model or interesting advertising campaign. What if there was an advertising campaign with the intensity Musk did to promote Trump? Daily $1 million sweepstakes for people that took test drives. I mean, if there isn't a marketing campaign that could get people to get into a test drive, what if a random person that did a test drive at any Tesla store across the US could win $1 million? That would be a crazy one. And someone should @ Elon on that one, because that's kind of a good idea, because there's always these manufacturers that roll out like, hey, go do a test drive, go test drive a Subaru for a $50 gift card. Well, I mean, I bet a lot of you out there would go test drive a Tesla for the chance of winning $1 million a day for 31 days in December. I mean, if Elon needs an idea, that is a great idea for sure from Paul, and a lot of people I feel like would jump into that if they need to. But here it is. So here's my prediction for Q4. I know we're already in Q4, but here's what I think is going to be happening over the next month and a half, I guess. I think they're going to bring back some sort of supercharging deal for the US, like whether it's 3, 6, 10,000, 15,000 miles, or even a year. I think that's coming back. I think 0% is coming for 72 months on both the Model 3 and the Model Y. More so Model Y though. Model 3, it's doing well, so maybe they do 60 months just for shits and giggles, but I don't know if they'll really bring it up higher than that. Model S and Model X needs more love. I think 2.99 to 3.99. I think interest rates, or I think the lease payments for all the different models will get a little bit better, maybe even $50 better. And I think inventory discounts, we're already at $5,000 off on select models. I think that's going to get a little bit better by like $1,000 to $2,000. And here's some Hail Mary ones. Shout out to Paul for some of these ideas, but free full self-driving trial. I mean, would you buy a Tesla if they're like, hey, you can have full self-driving for 1 year or 2 years or even 3 years? I mean, that's kind of a decent value. And I used to not be a believer. I used to tell you, don't buy full self-driving, especially when it was like $12,000, $13,000, $14,000. But now that it's $8,000 or $100 a month, I'm actually kind of on board with the full self-driving. because it's actually usable depending on how much you actually drive. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. Let us know what you think about all the different things that are happening right now. Let us know, do you feel like there's going to be more incentives coming, or do you want more incentives to come? And also, which incentives would you like to see in the near future, especially in Q4? Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Who dropped in today? Rajat, thanks for coming in. Travis, great to see you. Cobra, great to see you as well. We got to do a collab someday, Cobra. I know you're pretty close with Sherwin, and me and Sherwin went to SEMA together not that long ago. Most, thanks for coming in. Chris and MBB, thank you for dropping by. We've got a announcement, or we've got a giveaway on the channel with MAGBAK. We've been trying out their MAGBAK Elite case for the past week, and I actually really like it. We've got this slip here at the bottom where you can put your finger through it, and also we've got this thing at the top right here as like a kickstand as well, so that you can put it on your desk and a little bit elevated. I figured out you could do it vertically as well, which is really nice. But we're giving away a phone mount from MAGBAK, so if you want to join in onto, or you can enter in on this video, it's free to enter. Multiple entries are allowed, and you can enter in for a phone case like the classic version, or even the phone mount. We're giving away multiple cases and one phone mount. And thank you to MAGBAK for sponsoring this giveaway so that we can give back. But also another announcement: in December, we're doing a big giveaway. Every single day in December, we're giving away a Tesla accessory. So you definitely got to hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button, comments, and everything. And this next topic, Lucid police car has entered the chat. Just a little bit of a quick PSA in case you missed it. There is now, Tesla EV is not the only one with an electric police car. I guess there was a Ford F-150 Lightning police truck as well. But this thing, I gotta say, can't lie at all. This one looks actually good. Very RoboCop-ish, even more futuristic, menacing than, dare I say, like a Model S police car. This is cool for sure. I think the California Highway CHP has now received a Lucid police car. It seems like it was taking a picture. I like this Lucid Pursuit. Pretty funny. And with a 400-mile range, or up to 400-mile range, maybe everybody that makes fun of EV police cars will shut their mouth now, because this one certainly can go with the paces. And I definitely would not want to run away from a police car like this, or I don't want to run away from a police car, period, especially a Lucid one or any police car. But really sick. Let us know what your thoughts on it. What do you think about it? And yeah, what do you think about it if it rolled up behind you? Knock on wood for sure. Let's jump into the live stream comments. Rajat, since Tesla gave everyone free full self-driving for a month, can I ask Tesla to give me another month? Because I got a new Model Y Performance a week ago. They'll roll it out to you at some point. They've been rolling out a bunch of free trials for everybody, and you'll probably get it very, very soon. You can certainly ask and see if you can bump yourself. Travis, should I trade in my Model 3 Performance 2013 14K miles for a 24 real world drive? I would say no. Maybe just wait it out and see if you can get into a higher level one. That would be worth it. Yeah, unless you're not losing any money at all. Like maybe you bought it really nicely and you didn't buy it new. Maybe you bought it used with depreciation already. Then that could be worth it for sure. Cobra, I link everyone to your channel. Stay up to date on the deals. Thank you, Cobra. Thanks for the kind words and everything. Hopefully you're doing well. Most Moist, I'm running my sensible loan until the car falls apart. Yeah, that makes sense. At the end of the day, you're supposed to buy these cars or buy any cars like 5-10 years, wait till it fully depreciates and you get all your use from it, and then you sell it or keep it until the wheels fall off. Chris, incentives are few and far between in Canada. Only Model S, X, and Y. 0 discounts on the Model 3 inventory on order. 0% financing only with full self-driving. And Chris, I mean, I understand that certainly that's how it is right now, but that's kind of how the US was like not too long ago. And then they took away that full self-driving requirement. So it might get better in the near future. MBB, does Tesla ever offer financing deals on the Model X? The last time they did that, it was 3.99 on the S and X. They did that around last year in, I think, September, but certainly I don't think it's coming back. Or I do think it's some sort of financing deal for the S and X is coming back. Here's my predictions on the screen if you want to take a look at it on what's going to be happening in Q4. King, do you know if they have to pay another deposit fees if you're to renew a Tesla lease? Yeah, unfortunately, you do. Gregory, thanks for being a YouTube member. How do we find out when you go live? I didn't get an alert. Oh yeah, usually it's around like 5 to 6 every single weekday, and then weekends I try and go on a little bit earlier, but I think if you just hit the bell, then usually it notifies you. Rajan, any lease offers for Model Y for the next month? I think right now it's at whatever it is a month. I think it was like $489 or something like that, but I do foresee it getting better and better. Lucky, hopefully Model X 2.99 comes. Yeah, that'd be nice for sure. Bobby, Bitcoin 90K. Yeah, it seems like Bitcoin, Doge, and Tesla are all going on a tear, at least from my viewpoint. If there's any other ones that are going crazy, let us know. Lucky, or any other color under 79K for Model X? Yeah, that could be a good one for sure. Grogu, can you get full self-driving after purchase if you're on a lease? Yes, you can, but if you're leasing, do not buy full self-driving at $8,000. There's actually a subscription where you pay $100. You're going to be way ahead if you just do the subscription, because 100 times 36 is 3,600. You're going to save that money in your pocket. If you get full self-driving on a lease, I guess you're kind of paying the same thing, but I guess, yeah, because you're only paying the residual, you're paying the depreciation between what the purchase price and the residual. So I guess it would be essentially the same then. It's like 60% of 8,000, which is, I can't do that quick math, like 3,000. So I guess it actually is better to lease it, but then you pay interest on that you pay interest on the feature instead of $100 a month for 3,600. I guess it's like probably very, very the same for both of them, so maybe not even worth it. And this next topic, in case you missed it again, there is now a crazy CyberRoadster build that has finally been what appears to be completed, and we've got a cool drive-by look of this, and it's also in this nice, very cool red paint. Red is a nice color that goes with this, and this looks like high-quality red, like almost ultra red, I guess. Very cool to see on the CyberRoadster. This build has been building. Oh, hey, what the? You can't put that right next to it. This build has been around for a little bit. Shout out to David for completing the colored paint of this. The CyberRoadster is over 80 inches wide and a roof height of only 46.5. This thing is a neck breaker on the road, and the 12-layer candy red paint makes it insane looking, and for sure it definitely looks insane. I mean, I feel like he could just make a company just building these and people would hop on board as like a kit car, modified kit car for a Tesla CyberRoadster build. I guess maybe he would run into a little bit of trouble with Tesla, but still, nonetheless, very cool. And would you buy this, and how much would you buy this for? Because in fact, if you didn't know, this was actually a donor Model 3 that they purchased and then fixed it up and made it really nicely on the outside and everywhere around it. But really cool to see, and let us know what your thoughts and let us know what you're thinking about it. But if you're just joining in, welcome. Here are my predictions for Q4. I do feel like there's a storm coming, and certainly incentives, financing incentives, deals are on the cusp and horizon. So let us know, which deals do you want to see in the near future? And on top of that, we've got a giveaway with MAGBAK where we're giving away their phone mount and their iPhone 16 phone cases. So if you want to enter into that giveaway, it's right here. Free to join. Multiple entries are allowed, and you're welcome in to join in, where you can watch the video and see how to enter into the giveaway. It's in the comments as well. Flybill has just added mud flaps on the Model Y Performance. Nice. Actually, that is one thing I do recommend on the Model Y, period. You want to get some floor mats because the Model Y has like this issue where rocks kick up from the front of the wheels and it scratches the side. It happened to my Model Y, and so mud flaps are definitely recommended, and there's a link to like a cheap set down below in the description. Gregory, do you like any other new EVs? I know you talk about other manufacturers, but do you have a favorite? Was looking at the Q6 and the Porsche Macan. I drove the Porsche Macan. I think it's expensive, but I guess it comes with the territory with Porsche, right? I want to drive like the Mercedes EQB because there seems to be deals on those, like $300 to $400 a month. Rivian, I liked how the style of Rivian, but when I drove a Gen 1, something about it was just weird. I need to go drive a Gen 2. And Audi Q6, I'm not really a fan of Audis. BMW maybe. Rajan, I currently have a 2020 Model Y looking to buy a second Model Y. Should I buy it during December to get the $7,500 with a good discount price, or wait for the new Model Y Juniper? Well, if you can wait, you might as well just wait, because if you're going to buy a new second Model Y now, you're going to be twiddling your thumbs and always wanting that new one. Unless you need a second car, then I would say wait. Kim, I want to buy a Tesla. Shouldn't wait for 2025. What do you think now is the best time? It might be nice in the next month or so. LPL, I feel like I always miss your stream by 3 to 5 minutes, even with my alarms. Yeah, sorry. It's not like a set time every single month, but it does fluctuate every single day around this time. I try and get it like 5:05 actually, sometimes latest 5:30, depending on what we're doing in the day. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.